Good afternoon, mortals. I am Hercules, the greatest Greek hero of all. I am actually strong and considered to be the strongest man who has ever existed. That's because I am half god, the son of the great Zeus. I am happily married with Princess Megara and had 3 children with her. But Zeus' wife, Hera, cannot accept the fact that I am the illicit son of Zeus. Then she cursed me and sent me into insanity. Because of that, I killed my 3 sons unwittingly, and I almost killed myself. Thanks to Theseus for persuading me to live. To cleanse myself, I visited the oracle at Delphi, and the oracle told me to go to Eurystheus and face the impossible challenges. And because I am strong, I finished the 12 labors at ease.
I am Atalanta. I was an Arcadian heroine, a huntress, and a favorite of the goddesses Artemis. I was exposed by my father at birth in the wilds, but was suckled by a she-bear and afterwards found and raised by the hunters. I swore to defend my virginity, and when 2 centaurs burst into my grove, I slew them with arrows. I later took part in the voyage of the Argonauts and defeated the hero Peleus in the wrestling at the funeral games of the king Peleus. When King Ionas summoned heroes to destroy the Caledonian boar, I answered the call and was the first to draw blood. Meleagros awarded me the prize of the skin, but his uncles protested and tried to take it from me by force. I slew them for the upfront. I was eventually reunited with my father, Ascanius, who insisted that I wed. I reluctantly agreed, insisting that a suitor must defeat me in a race and that the losers would be put to death. Milanion, or Hippomenes, however, sought the help of the goddess Aphrodite, who provided him with 3 golden apples to cast before the girl in the race. When I stooped to retrieve this, I was slowed enough to allow the hero to emerge victorious. I married Hippomenes, but our marriage was a short-lived one, for Hippomenes neglected to pay Aphrodite my dues. I cursed him and was compelled to lie with his wife in the sacred prison of Zeus, Rhea, or Artemis, where an offended deity transformed us into lions.
To share is to care. It's my time to shine. The story of my life.
Good day, everyone. I am your noontime show host, Cindy Jane Pamita. Welcome to the story of my life. Today, I virtually invited a very special guest from the country of Greece. One of our guests was known as the slayer of the goddess Medusa and the rescuer of Andromeda from the sea monster. He is no other than Perseus. Our other guest is a legendary hero from Greek mythology who was considered as an early king of Athens. He is no other than Theseus. Hello, Perseus. Welcome to the story of my life. So, how are you doing? Can you share with us the story of your life?
Oh, sure, Miss Cindy. But first, good afternoon, Miss Cindy, and everyone who's watching us right now. So, I am Perseus. I am the son of Zeus and Danae. As an infant, I was cast into the sea in a chest with my mother because of my grandfather believes on what the oracle at Delphi tells that the future son of his daughter, Danae, which is my mother, will kill him, but my father, Zeus, luckily enters the prison, and after that my mother Danae gives birth to me. So I have grown up on the island of Serapus, where the chest had grounded by King Polydectes of Serapus. So Polydectes wants to marry my mother Danae, and Polydectes soon wants to get rid of me. So he convinced me to go kill Medusa, the horrible Gorgon. So I agreed by the king's will. Before I go, I receive a mirror shield from Athena and a magic sword from Hermes to avoid looking directly at the Gorgon's eyes, which would turn me to a stone, and they also gave me the information on the location of nymphs of the north, the only ones who know how to kill the Gorgon. They called Graye. So these three supernatural Grey sisters with only one eye among them. So I steal the one eye and not returning to them until they provided me winged sandals that allow me to fly, a wallet that expands to hold anything, and a cap that make its wearer invisible. So successfully, I got those special weapons to help me. So finally, I arrive at Gorgon's cave. While looking at her in the mirror, Medusa, I guided myself by her reflection in a shield given to me by Athena, and beheaded Medusa as she slept and puts it in a magic wallet. Then I begin to fly home in Serapus. Along the way, I see Andromeda, a princess who has been chained to a rock because her mother, Cassiopeia. So when I see Andromeda, a sea serpent is about to eat her. So I cut off its head and take Andromeda as my wife. Finally, I returned to Serapus and rescued my mother by turning Polydectes and his supporter to stone at the sight of Medusa's head. Later on, I gave the Gorgon's head to Athena. I accompanied my mother back to her native Argos, but I accidentally struck her father, Acrisius, dead when throwing the discus. So those fulfilling the prophecy that I would kill my grandfather. Because of that, I left Argos and founded Mycenae as my capital, becoming the ancestor of Perseids, including Heracles.
Aw, it is very sad to listen about what you have been through. Good day, Theseus. Welcome to the story of my life. I can't wait to hear the story of your life. So, how are you? Can you share with us your life experiences?
I'm Theseus, the greatest hero of Athens. I was the son of the Athenian king Aegeus, but I grows up with my mother in the south. My father left a sword and pair of shoes under a giant rock, and when I get strong enough to move the rock, I will meet my father. When I reaches maturity, rolls the rock aside and takes the sword and shoes and set out on a journey. My father left me before I was born and only allowed me to meet him once I proved I was strong enough. The dangerous road to Athens is full of bandits, notably Scyron, Sinis, and Procrustes, who delight in torturing passers-by. I killed the bandits in the same methods they have used to kill their own victims. When I arrived in Athens, the evil Medea senselessly convinces my father, who does not realize the stranger is me, his son. And last minute, my father he seized the sword and recognized me as his son. I saved Athens from its obligation to King Minos of Crete. After a son of Minos was killed, while a guest in my father's household, Minos beat the Athenians in a war, and now, as punishment, every 9 years the Athenians had to send 7 girls and 7 boys to meet their doom in the labyrinth of the Minotaur.
Oh, what a tragic life story. Today, we have witnessed the life story of our very special guest. Thank you for taking the time in accepting my invitation. We have learned from your life story. See you again next week here at The Story of My Life. I am your noontime show host, Cindy Jane Pamitan. Happy weekend, everyone!
Nagbabalik ang It's Showtime! Mga madlang people, i-announce na natin ngayon ang winner sa ating segment na Cineflex. Ito nga bang contestant number 1 na si John Danger Sablaon Nases o ang contestant number 2 na si Maria Merlinda Borton?
And the winner for the event of our variety show is no other than John Danger as Nassas!